Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card, we are going to be figuring out who is your future spouse, or in other words, who are you going to marry or become partnered with. And this is a reading for those who are single or currently unmarried, but if you're already married and want to just see if this resonates or hits a chord, go ahead and watch. But I think you will get your best results if you are unmarried. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, try to center your energy by taking a couple of deep cleansing breaths and trying to focus between piles number 1, 2, and 3. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and jump to the pinned comment or the description box below for the timestamp to take you directly to your reading. So I will go ahead and give you guys a few moments to meditate on the cards to select the pile that's right for you, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's figure out who your future spouse is. And we're going to go ahead and start with the 3 tarot cards and then get some additional information from these oracle cards. Okay, so I want to just kind of get a general overview of what story these 3 cards are telling me. And the first thing that's really standing out is the Pentacles, or that earth energy. So your future spouse may be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And even though the Justice card is usually Libra, I'm picking up stronger Libra vibes from this Judgment card. Any of those signs, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I just heard Pisces for someone. So, I mean, astrological signs, you can take them or leave them, but those are just the ones I'm getting off the top for these 3 cards here. But the story I'm really hearing is your future spouse is someone who's hardworking, they're responsible, they persevere, and they have long-term goals in mind. So they're someone who's really set on making sure they're secure in their future, and that includes their family. So it would be their husband or wife, which would be you, and then any children or family members you guys have together. They're very family-oriented people who are grounded. They may actually even enjoy gardening or living off the land in some way, because all 3 of these cards just feel very natural, of the natural world. They may even work outdoors. Someone have maybe a landscaping business or firefighting, like forest fires, or forest service, even logging. I just pick up a lot of outdoor vibes. So either this person works outdoors or they love to be outdoors. They may be a conservative in their political views, and they have, with this Judgment card, they have this strong inner calling or sense of knowing what they need to do in this life. And they reach their decisions usually by mixing both their intelligence and their intuition. So it's not like they're just making decisions with their head or just with their heart or gut. They kind of do a mixture of those things and usually come to a strong decision where they know what they're doing is the right path for them. And this person knows they have a deeper purpose to be here than to just live, eat, work, and die. They have big dreams and big plans, and you guys together as a couple would really have a lot of fun dreaming about the future together and creating a life that you both love so much. So that's the majority of what I'm picking up from these cards. So let's go ahead and see what some of these oracle cards are going to tell us. I'm sorry about the glare here. I will read that as we get over here, but we're just going to kind of start over here and work our way over. So the first card we have here is attraction. So it feels to me like you and your future spouse are going to be very attracted to each other. I won't say like a love at first sight, but you just feel very, even if you're not romantically, like physically attracted to this person, you'll maybe be attracted to their personality at first. And I think for some of you guys, you may already know this person, or you may know this person for a while before you even consider them a romantic interest, but you just really get to know this person, and the more you get to know them, the more you become physically attracted to them. With this Choose Your Battles card, it has a number 7 up here, and that is really telling me that This person, although not afraid to stand up for themselves, they're not that type of person who's just gonna pick a little tiny fight or make a big deal out of something unless it really means something to them. And then with the number 7, that's a very spiritual number. They may be a life path number 7. And we also have a number 3 here. They may be a life path number 3, or the Judgment card is number 20, so a life path 2 even perhaps. Or they may be even born in any of those months, 3, 2, or 7. Like I was saying with these 3 tarot cards, they are very set in what they know they're here to do. And although they can be lenient and, go from one thing to another, they're still very set in their core beliefs and their core knowing. And with the Hermit card, they're probably an introvert and somebody who likes to seek solitude, and especially out in nature, as we were talking about with the tarot cards. And they really like to focus on their inner life a lot of times. So even if it just looks like they're just sitting there not really doing anything, they're doing a lot of inner work. They even may be a creative person, somebody who loves creating things. I see someone like making like wood carvings with their hands, or jewelry even. And then we have the writing card, so they maybe even be a writer, someone who's really good with words. And I see someone who's like a songwriter and just really good with their hands. Maybe they play guitar or some sort of instrument. And then here we have the Hero-Heroine card, and this is somebody who loves to save other people, and sometimes that comes at their own detriment. They're out trying to save all these people, and they're not sometimes paying attention to what they need. Even though they are that very introspective, introverted person who's always like checking in with their inner life and inner self, sometimes that is with their surface goals or things they want to accomplish in life. And at times, even though they thrive when they are in that spiritual realm within themselves, a lot of times they will get out of touch with that because they're running around trying to help everybody. And then that brings us right into this Between Worlds card. So they're kind of having this battle of spiritual stuff and spending time on the spiritual things, and then having to spend time in the mundane world, out working and conversing with people and all that. But because this is the Between Worlds card, I'm really picking up that this person is a psychic and even a medium. And even if they don't realize they are psychic or a medium at all, you will be, as their spouse, you will really come to learn that they just know things. They just know things about you, about other people, about what decisions need to be made that are just in alignment with what needs to happen. And it's very exciting, I think, for you, because I feel like you yourself are a very spiritual person, and you want to attract someone into your life who's a lot like that. Then here we have the Perfect Timing card. It says, this is the right time for you to move forward. So this may be indicating that some of you, as of the time you're watching this, may very soon be meeting this person, or if you already know this person, you are gonna start realizing your feelings for them. And for others of you, this just may mean that you will meet this person right place, right time. There's no need to try to rush it or anything, but if you're looking for a place that you may meet this person, my biggest draw is to the outdoors. You will meet them somewhere outdoors, whether you're on a hike or at some outdoor concert or something. It feels like there's very outdoor vibes. And then another place you may be able to meet this person is at a school, because I do pick up, this studying, this hermit, maybe at school or college. And then we have the Isis card, Magic Manifesting, and it says, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. And this just points right back to your future spouse being someone who's very goal-oriented, hardworking, and they want to set those long-term goals, and they will accomplish those long-term goals in their life because they are so dedicated to that. And I also am picking up really strong twin flame vibes from this card and this card. So this person may be your twin flame or a soulmate at the very least. So then we have career change. So as I was saying how you might meet this person, you might meet this person when you change careers or when they change careers and then you start working together. That could be a possibility for some of you. And Another thing this card is just telling me is that your spouse may go through a few career changes before they really discover what it is they want to do in life. And then once they really figure it out, there's just no stopping them, because going back to these cards, they're just very hardworking and dedicated and saving for the future, and they will be someone who can have the potential to make a lot of money. So then last we have this give your relationship a chance, and it just says work on your partnership. So what this is telling me is that at first most relationships are easy because they're fun, new, and exciting, but as the years go on, you just need to put a lot of effort into your relationship, because I feel this person who you're going to marry a lot of times may feel, even though they are that introvert and love that alone time, they may feel disconnected from other people on that one-on-one connection level. But because they are running around trying to help everyone and do all these things, they may become disconnected from you or even from their own inner self at times. So this is just kind of a reminder to both of you just to make sure you're giving your relationship the attention and time that it deserves and that it needs. And then we have 3 more cards. So we have the Full Moon card, the Celeste card, and Walk Away. So first off, with the Full Moon, this completion card, this just tells me that this person will complete the things they set out to do in life. And it feels to me, because the moons are running in a cycle, this is just letting me know that you will meet them either around the time they are breaking up with someone, or, you know, like I said, with the changing jobs, they're completing something else and starting something new when it is that you meet them. And then here we have the Celeste card. It says a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So it feels to me like you guys will have a very happy home life, and you will, once you meet this person, even your place of employment is just gonna feel like a really bright area of your life. This person just is gonna bring you up and just make you feel so good about life. And then the Walk Away card. Leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. And that kind of goes well with this full moon. And this doesn't mean walk away from this future spouse. This just means, I think, if you guys are having problems or fights, you both know when to walk away and when to come back and, you know, be friends again and stuff. So I don't feel like this means walk away. It just means for me that this person isn't gonna say harsh words that are gonna hurt you and then later try to apologize. They're just gonna wanna walk away, have a little bit of hermit time to kind of collect their thoughts and really figure out what it is they want to say in a nice way. And I think same for you. You may be that same type of person who doesn't want to just get into it like a cat and dog kind of fight. You want to have time to really put your thoughts into cohesive sentences to where you're not hurting each other's feelings, and the fights can be more constructive. Fights, arguments, whatever you want to call them, can be more constructive rather than I feel like you're not listening to me. Well, I feel like you're not doing this, where no one's winning. This feels like a very constructive kind of energy where you guys can solve problems together. You can create a beautiful future together. It's a very beautiful relationship is what I'm feeling from this. So yeah, I hope that resonated, group number 1. You'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's figure out who is your future spouse or who is it you're going to marry. And please just remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. We're gonna go ahead and start with these 3 tarot cards and then get more guidance from the oracle cards. Okay, I just wanna get a nice overview with these 3 cards, see what story this is telling me. I'm seeing a lot of blue in this already. And I feel like your future spouse is an indigo child or a blue ray soul. And if you don't know what that is, you can always Google that. But they just feel like somebody who is here on this planet to break the status quo and do something their own way. They're not interested in following conventional rules and working a 9-to-5 job and doing all those things. Although they may do those things, they're not really interested in doing those things. So with the Two of Swords, it's really pointing out to me that they may have had a difficult past, whether that was in romantic relationships or with a parent. I feel like even though there are women in these cards, I feel like this person may have had a struggling relationship with their father, because there are these supportive women here. I feel like there's a very good relationship with their mother, because we do have 2 air cards here. They may be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And I'm even picking up Pisces vibes with this Cups card. That could be the Pisces I'm picking up on, Cancer, and even Scorpio vibes as well. But really, I'm really picking up strongly on those air signs. But again, if these astrological signs don't resonate, that is not a problem. This reading still works for you, for sure. So, as I was saying, this person has had a lot of disappointment in their life, abandonment. Maybe their father, as I was picking up earlier, maybe their father left them and abandoned them at an early age. Or I even see one person in particular where this future spouse of yours is adopted. But I do see that in the past, or even in the current, there may be struggles with escapism through alcohol, food, drugs, binge watching TV. There's escapism tendencies, because this person feels very deeply, and it's hard for them sometimes to deal with all the things that are going on in the world. And a lot of times they'd rather just escape it and bury it down than to have to deal with it right that moment. But on a brighter note, this person is very curious and has this thirst for knowledge. You know, she's sitting here reading this paper. They are somebody who is really looking to do things in a different way than they've ever really been done. They're not interested in the mainstream anything, so they may dress differently than other people. They may have unique ways of communicating. Maybe they like to write you love letters, because that's kind of an outmoded mode of communication at this point, because we are all electronic and stuff. But this person may enjoy putting pen to paper and journaling, or writing love letters to you. And even I see someone writing music for you, writing love songs. So this person may even be a musician. And then I'm really picking up the fact that this person is connected to the other side. They have an open third eye, and they have this way of telling you what you mean to them in such a way that it's not even just the words they say or how they say it. It's just the way it makes you feel, that it makes you feel so good and so loved and like the only one in their life. It's hard to explain, but this person feels very deeply, and in turn feels very deeply about you and your relationship. So let's go ahead and get into some of these oracle cards. Couldn't quite fit them the way I did before, because you guys did have a few extra cards pop out, so I'm doing what I can with what I got here. I might just put this up here. I hope we can see that without glare. Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, the funniest thing is, this is standing out to me, the Rebel card. As I was saying, this person is not interested in doing things the way that they've been done up until now. This person is all about challenging that authority and trying to affect social change. Even though I feel like they're very spiritual people, they are almost, I feel, adamantly against like religions or spiritual systems that are already put in place, like religions like Christianity and stuff. So maybe they grew up in a religion and they just, as an adult, completely said, hell no, I ain't doing that. That is not my way. And in general, this person just wants to rebel, and they feel like a very fun, loving kind of rebellion, not a F the police kind of rebellion, but just kind of a fun, like, no, you tell me I'm gonna do that, well, I ain't doing it, kind of snarky, kind of rebel. I like it. And then I just see someone wearing like different band t-shirts. So your future spouse might be someone who wears a lot of band t-shirts. And then here we have the Balance card, and I see these two people as twin flames. So this person may be your twin flame. And then here we have the 14, so 1 + 4 = 5. So 5s are all about change and exciting new opportunities, and this person is going to change your life for the better. And although it may not always be easy, because not every relationship is perfect, that is just not the way things are, you guys challenge each other in the best ways. So something that just may feel like, why can't you see it my way? you're going to learn that there's a reason you're not seeing it their way. There's a reason they're not seeing it your way. It's because you guys need to teach each other things, and eventually you will come together, because these two literally are together. You will come together and you balance each other out very well. So you may be kind of an opposite to this person, where you're somebody who's always tried to follow the rules, even though maybe you didn't agree with the rules, you still wanted to follow them to be a good listener and a good person and like a teacher's pet type. And this person's just kind of been like, I'm gonna do my own thing. You guys have fun over there, but I'm gonna do my own thing. But you guys work really well together because you are kind of those opposites that are attracting. And then here we have the Mary Magdalene card. The teacher awakens, and it says here, you have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. And yeah, this person is an indigo. Your future spouse is an indigo child or a blue ray soul here on this planet to change things up. And I feel, because you guys are kind of opposites but yet similar in your spiritual ways, you yourself may be a rainbow or a crystal child, or just somebody who really identifies as a starseed or someone who wants to help others. But because this Mary Magdalene card is that teacher energy, it feels like your spouse may even be a teacher of something, whether they're teaching something in a company they work for, or teaching children, or working in a school, whatever. And then here we have express your love. Go ahead and make romantic gestures, or the romantic gesture. I'm just inserting my own words here. So it feels to me like you're both gonna, when you meet, you're gonna feel like you can express your love to each other. But it feels like you may be the person who's gonna have interest first, or the person who asks this person out first. But either way, they're going to be very receptive to your love, because we do have the wedding card. The situation involves marriage. So for some of you, you may already be with this person. And then again, for others of you, you may not. But as for ways you may meet this person, I'm picking up school, like in a school or in a work environment. And much like group number 1 as well, we do have a lot of outdoor looking cards here. So maybe even outdoors. Maybe you're working together outdoors, or somewhere outdoors where you're meeting this person. So then we have the environmentalist card. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So this person you're going to be with, I'm getting strong, with that indigo and breaking the systems and stuff, they feel like someone who maybe even be vegan or vegetarian, or just has this really strong love for animals and the earth, and they love being out in nature. And they may even be somebody who just kind of goes around as they're going about walking to and from the store or out in nature, they're picking up garbage like as they walk in, because they're just so appalled that people would leave their garbage. Like, that's totally random, but I'm just seeing someone like picking stuff up off the ground, just kind of shaking their head like, come on people, what are you doing? And then here we have the trust card. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So I'm feeling like this person, as far as their career goes, they are someone who kind of flows. Like, they don't, at least up until they really become mature in who it is they know that they are, they may float from job to job to job, just kind of trying something out. And I even see like somebody who just was in trouble, I don't think very much or very bad with the law, but they were in trouble for a while, maybe as a juvenile. I'm picking up juvenile vibes, like they were kind of a, with that rebel card, it makes sense. They were someone as a juvenile who was just kind of like, I'll do what I want, and they may have gotten in trouble, maybe not with the law, but like with authority figures, and it may have been hard in their earlier life to hold down a job. But if you do meet this person, if you're young and you meet this person young and you guys are kind of going through life together, it may be a while before this person kind of settles down and figures out what they want to do in their life. But I'm picking up activist vibes, teacher vibes, even working with like heavy equipment operation, even someone who does like computer work, like IT or programming or something like that. But again, this is a general reading. Those are just some of the few that are popping out. This person could be an accountant, they could be a lawyer, they could be working at McDonald's, like it doesn't matter. it's more a reading about the type of person they are and all of that. So, okay, we have 3 more cards. Okay, so we have Autumn Equinox, release. So this person's mission here is to release what is, to make room for something new. And this person is really good because this is that autumn card. They're really good once they decide what they want to do, putting their attention and effort into it, and then they reap the benefits. They sow the seeds and reap the fruit of what they're working toward. So they will be eventually, though it may take them longer than, what society says is average years to be successful. They may be finding their success after 30 is what I'm picking up with this, or even 35 or 40 is kind of the mid to later part of their life is going to be their most successful. And because you do have the Milk and Honey card, this person's going to be very successful bringing in abundance for your family, and you're never going to go hungry. You're never going to want for anything. It even feels like you'll have the luxuries in life that you maybe as the person in this reading have wanted, but your future spouse is just kind of like, take it or leave it. I don't really care. But you as the person watching this, you would love to have a life where you felt secure and taken care of. And this Milk and Honey card is just saying, yeah, that's gonna happen for you guys as a couple. And then here we have, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. And this goes really back to that Two of Swords, difficulty making decisions, avoiding making decisions, and just coming to an impasse and just almost that escapism. So sometimes even into later in life, this person's gonna have a hard time making decisions, but this is where you come in. You're gonna be that kind of sounding board for this person to really get their ideas out, and you'll kind of just reflect it back to them, and that will help them make decisions. So you're balancing them out in a major way. So you guys are mutually beneficial to each other. But yeah, this sounds like such a fun person to know, this future spouse of yours, and a great relationship. I don't see any red flags going on here. This just looks great, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say below. You'll have to let me know. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's figure out what we can learn about your future spouse. And we're gonna go ahead and start with some tarot cards and then get additional guidance from the oracle cards. And remember, this is a general reading, so if something doesn't resonate, just go ahead and know that that part of it is not for you. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana cards here, the Hermit and the Tower. And as the story I'm getting from this person has had a pretty rough start to their life. Maybe they were abandoned or had a lot of disruptions in their younger years and even into the first part of adulthood. They just didn't have a strong foundation, and when they would start to feel like they had a nice footing, the foundation would crumble, and then they'd have to start all over. And my heart really goes out to this person. They've had a rough life, but there's somebody who's going to take, with this Ace of Wands, what has gone wrong in their life and transmute it into something absolutely amazing. New opportunities, growth. And this person has so much potential to do amazing things in this life. And then with the Hermit card, it's funny because group number 1 also had a Hermit card in the oracle cards. So that's really funny that both of these groups have that. But this person is also somebody who is an introvert or likes to be introspective and likes to do some soul searching. So they like their alone time, but they're also somebody who likes to start new things, and there's just a lot of new opportunities coming in for this person. And as far as any astrological signs that are standing out to me, the fire signs definitely with this Wands energy. So that would be your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'm also picking up Scorpio, and even though the Hermit isn't a Libra card, I'm picking up a Libra from the actual pictures here on this Hermit card. But again, if none of those astrological signs resonate, that's just kind of general. Remember, general reading, so that's just kind of what I'm picking up off the top. So, like I was saying, this person's had a lot of disruptions and growing up and in their life. And with the Tower right here in the middle, it just feels like very dark night of the soul vibes. But once you hit that rock bottom, or once this person has hit that rock bottom, they're just gonna rise to the occasion with this Ace of Wands, and they're really gonna make something of their lives. They're not just gonna be this beaten dog that's just gonna stay down and be kicked again and again. They're gonna finally get back up after doing that soul searching with this Hermit and leave all that Tower energy behind and start something new. And, you know, kind of Phoenix rising from the ashes is kind of the theme that I'm already picking up on your future spouse. So let's go ahead and get some more information from our oracle cards. It's funny because we do have this refusing to see card, but the guy here has both eyes closed and his third eye here on his helmet is open. So this tells me that this future spouse of yours, at a young age, they had massive spiritual abilities that maybe it took them some time to get used to, or they got scared of them and they tamped them down, and they're just now, as an adult, coming into realizing that they are a spiritual being and they are starting to come around and kind of have that more spiritual tilt to what it is that they do in life. It feels like as they age and go on in life, they're going to really start understanding that they can tap into this other world using their third eye. And then we have the artist card. So this person may be an artist, and that would include any of the arts, you know, music, painting, graphic design. I see this person being really good at graphic design for some reason. They know their way around a computer program and can and even computers, like maybe they are programmers or IT, kind of like group number 2. I'm picking some of that up. You may even meet this person doing something artistic. Maybe you're taking a class and you meet this person. Then here we have the gossip card, and you don't have to take this negatively because it feels to me like this person that is your future spouse is, when they hear other people gossiping, it makes them feel for the person that's being gossiped about. They just have this huge heart and even this really beautiful throat chakra. So they're not going to be afraid to say, you know, hey, let's not say these things. Let's not do these things. They're going to stand up for people. They're going to stand up for what is right and what they know is right because they've been down at the lowest. So they know what it's like to feel low. So they may have even been bullied as a kid, and they're just not about that life now. So when they see that going on, they are not afraid to call it out. Then here we have the faith card, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. And then this here gossip says honoring trust. So this person is learning to trust themselves and that inner knowing, that soul. They're learning to trust their soul. They're learning to trust others because they may have been abandoned or had a really crappy start to life. So they may have had a hard time learning to trust and have faith in other people, but you as their spouse are going to be that person that helps them learn to trust themselves and others. You're going to be that person that helps them learn to have faith in their relationships, in their lives, in themselves. And then here we have the get some exercise card. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways, is what it says here. So you may actually meet this person at the gym or while you're exercising. That's just popping up. And then just in general, it feels like this person that is your future spouse, they are very physically fit, or they really like to be healthy and have a really nice, strong physique. And I can just see the two of you like working out together or doing something that's physical where you're actually getting out and enjoying like a nice hike, or I see like whitewater rafting. Yeah, so you guys, it feels like you guys together, like as separate people, you may not be so daring, but when you guys come together, you guys, it's like you grow backbones and you guys can stand up for things and even do things that maybe scare you on individual levels. But when you come together, you're not afraid to tackle things that maybe have scared you as just single people. So then here we have religious factors. It says here, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. What that's telling me is you guys maybe had similar upbringings where maybe you were both involved in the church growing up and you decide to step away from that, and now you're learning your spirituality together, where you for years maybe went without really having any kind of faith in any kind of religious figure or a god or anything like that. But on the flip side of that coin, maybe you guys are both the same religion and you're happy with that religion, whether that's Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever. It just feels like religious factors are going to bring you guys together, whether that's an established religion or just more of a spirituality kind of feel to your relationship. It feels to me like you guys are going to be connecting on not just the physical level, but like a spiritual level. You're going to be very connected to each other in that way. Then with the engagement card, that just kind of goes without saying. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes, this is a future spouse reading, so I'm definitely seeing an engagement for you guys. Whether you're with this person or not, an engagement will be coming. And I think for some of you, this engagement will happen quickly. But then again, for others of you, I feel like you may be together like 5 or 6 years before this person proposes. And I do feel like this person will be the one to propose to you, whether you're a man or a woman watching this, gay, straight, whatever, they're going to be the one proposing to you. So then we have the counseling card. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So this person you're marrying is someone who people go to for advice and counseling. So they could be an actual counselor, or they could just be someone who people go to because they understand that this person is very good at what they do. When they're listening, they give great advice. So I'm picking up, like artist, counseling. And this, I keep coming back to this helmet. Like, I know this is some sort of like warrior type dude or Spartan, I don't know. But this helmet is reminding me kind of like a welder's helmet. So this person may weld, whether that's as their job or just like they weld cool things like as part of their art that they're doing. I'm just seeing sparks flying, and not just in the relationship. That was a cheesy joke. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so we have 3 more cards. We have Fog, Mystique, and a Message in a Bottle. So with this Fog card, it just is saying to me that it may not always be easy for you to know what this person is thinking. They may be very introspective, but they may not always share their deepest thoughts, feelings, secrets, whatever that is. They may keep those hidden, and it may be hard for you sometimes to get through to this person, to their deepest part. But because you guys are connected on that spiritual level, it won't be this way forever. It just may be early on. But as you guys grow together as a couple and spend more time together and the years go by, this fog is going to lift and that veil is going to be lifted, and you will have an easier time communicating your deepest desires, thoughts, feelings, secrets, whatever that is. You will have an easier time communicating that with them, and they will have an easier time communicating that with you. So then here we have the Mystique card. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. And I know initially this kind of gives off stalker vibes if you're using this in a relationship reading, but hear me out. I feel like the beginning of your relationship, or even maybe partway into the relationship, things may start feeling like, okay, maybe this relationship isn't the one, maybe you guys break up or something, but it feels to me like you get back together because you realize, hey, we do belong together. This is meant to be. And I think there is one person watching this that you were already married to this person, and either you got divorced or you're broken up right now or whatever, and then you realize, you know what? No, this is right. We were just being dumb, not listening to each other, and you realize that you guys are meant to be, and you either get remarried or you just decide to stay together. So this may not resonate for everyone because I think it's just literally for one person, but if you are feeling like your ex is still in your life and you want to get back, like for one person, I think that's great. But I mean, in general, exes are exes for a reason, but I think for one person, this is an ex, or I'm also seeing somebody who maybe you dated this person back in high school and, you know, it's years later, however many years, however old you are, doesn't matter. Years later, you run into this person again, maybe at a high school reunion or some church or art, something related with art or outdoors or exercise, and you guys get together. And another way I'm seeing this too is it could be that you knew this person a while back, didn't date them back then, but you knew them, and now you are starting to have feelings for each other. Now, as in whenever did you get together? So whatever it is, it feels like this relationship is so worth staying in and holding on to. So keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Just to me means it is worth sticking out the problems. I mean, of course, if you're being abused or you just know in your heart this isn't right, of course, walk away. I mean, whatever resonates. But if the problems seem like you can surmount them, absolutely stay in it, because miraculous solutions will appear to any big problems you guys have. So then last but not least, we have this message in a bottle card. And for me, this kind of goes with communicating as far as this with this veiled card. It feels like sometimes the communication just isn't there, or you're just feeling like, why can't this person just open up to me? Because I always open up to them, and it's sometimes hard for me to get through to them. But as we were saying, as you spend more years together, that will start getting better because you guys will start to open each other up. But here with the message in a bottle, it may just mean that this person has an easier time writing out their feelings to you rather than saying them. So they may write you a nice long letter, and you know, when you have the message in a bottle, you put that letter in the bottle and you let it drift off to whoever decides to receive it. But for me, of course, this is saying that this person may sometimes even bottle up their feelings, but you are the person that is going to help them unleash those feelings and be able to share that more intimate side of themselves. No relationship is perfect, and this relationship may take some time to really get going or develop just because this person has had such a rough past. But that doesn't mean that you're going to have a rough future, and together it feels like you guys can grow into something really beautiful. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys, so you'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye!